Okay, so this is the video of that 1990 Ease 460E or 460. Unfortunately, I cannot use the case. Got some damage there. And I can't even get that out. And it's really sad because this is a K case. Got a little K right there. I still got more to do to this. I'm gonna take that off, that off, that off, this whole thing off. The governor, that boat anchor adapter. Probably take these off. I'm sorry. Take those off. Take that whole thing off. I'm gonna get this down to where it's just a case, and then that load versus piston will be the next to come out. So that way I could just have this case turned into for clean-ish scrap, since it's no good. And then these are the parts from it. It's oil pan, filter, forward reaction shaft. Of course, our frameless thrust washer. Loves to wear the hell out of these things. So, hub looks good. I'm going to trash this piece here. Hub looks good. The planetary is kind of questionable. Good grooving on it there, so it might be which is just sad because the pinions are good, just not that. So I do have a 4-pinion plant I could put in here, but that could be, where's that butt bearing? There. Then we got K-snap ring, the pumps, thrust washer, rear ring gear. It's got that rust, but it's just not clinging to it. What I'll do is clean all these parts up, make sure they're good and reusable. Rear planetary, I did check the pinions, they are good. Like I said, I cleaned this up with 2, see, make sure I can reuse these. That's what I'll do with all these. Clean them up, make sure I can use them all. We've got our wide roller sprag there. All the clutches out of the forward input housing. There. There we go. There. There. Over there. Took this apart. It is the dual cage forward sprag. But the race on here, it's somebody stuck sandpaper to it, and so it's all scarred up. Reverse input drum. I haven't taken this apart yet, but it looks like there. Somebody took some hard sandpaper to this, but really didn't go very far with it. So I am going to see if this drum is good. Make sure it's not warped across here, and then I'll have this resurfaced. Make sure those feel pretty good in there. Set that aside. Got our forward input housing. She needs to be cleaned up. I'm actually going to take this inside and check this input shaft. Go along where this lockup seal is, make sure it's not destroyed from the converter. Give it a polishing, see how good that is. Make sure this ain't got no heavy rust pitting done to it. Clean out the splines. Luckily this housing's not carved up from the reverse input drum wave plate. That wave plate, that cone wave plate in there, every time it engages it will rub out a little notch in these lugs. It's not from the clutches. Clutch is set too far right in this area here for them to even interfere with that part. That cone wave plate sits right there. So I want to point that out. It's not from the damn clutches. This is a stock setup. You just have the aluminum pistons in there. I'm going to leave that in there for right now, and then I'm going to take all those clutches, put them back in here, and do an air test on the input shaft. Make sure it's not leaking between the housing down here, and also check that out right there. Make sure there ain't no leaks between these two. But I want to clean it up first. We got our band. Yeah, not a happy one. Put it over there. We just got the sun shield here. Not reusing it. I never reuse these in my rebuilds. I always go new. Even though this looks good, yeah, it could be a chance to reuse. So that's junked. And then we got our forward and rear sun gears. Let's put some new bearings, bushings in there. Rear sun gear. Clean it up, make sure it's good. If it's good, I'll put the extra wide bushing in there from Sonex. I do that with all my builds. Better support. Thrust washer, we never reuse these. I always go new. Got our low reverse clutch pack. Yeah. I always go with new steels, regardless if the steels and the used steels look good. Why mess with used stuff? Make sure that's going to be good. Needs to be cleaned up. Clean it up and inspect it. Making sure it's something I can reuse. As far as the servo is concerned, I was able to get the second apply out, just not the fourth. And these are the parts out of here. That's the oil pan bolts. Somebody did put the give me a minute to grab them here. I kind of already have these cleaned up, but I don't want them to get dirty again. That and this. I know everybody's got their liking and what they don't like and what they do like. I personally don't like these pistons at all. Same thing in that one there. They did have the pinned accumulator for the 3.4. So whoever put these in did not bother to fix this. This is fixable. I'm not going to say how. It's a little technique I use. Always works out great for me. So first thing I'll do is get this board polished up, get rid of some of those heavy grooves and that staining, and then put a pin in it, a brand new pin, and a new piston. And then I just don't like these. Everybody got what they like and what they don't like. That's same thing here. Also on both of these, they put a check ball in the back of those, and I really don't like doing that. It's kind of like putting a check ball in a case for a 3.4. It's irreversible, but I was able to make this irreversible. Got both the check balls taken out. I did make sure a pin could go back in there, and they do still fit snug, so that's a good thing. I'll have to do some I'll fix this here too. Same thing, same way I'll do the 1-2 accumulator piston housing. I'm not going to say how. This is a lot dirtier than this. In fact, when I got this transmission, it had a big old block of ice, like literally covering this whole area, and it was thick. So got some of this smaller parts in this here bottle. I was able to get that apply pin out of servo. I was able to take the spring and the washer and the Jesus clip off. It was able to push that through all the way into the barrel part of the case. Oh, that's another thing on this I forgot to mention. Is the cover for this was actually snapped in half. So they used that piston with the stock spring and went with that setup, which I kind of wonder if that piston was also to blame, because they are taller, they are thicker in the center, so they're thicker from here to the inside there. So at least that's what it looks like to me. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really can't help but wonder if that piston also is what caused that cover to break. I never go back with the stock aluminum covers for the 4-valve body. I always go with a new one. The valves in this are good, and like I said, the valve body to this transmission is literally so far gone. The 1-2 throttle valve sleeve is literally stuck in there. It will not come out. Drilled a hole through there to try to see if I can get it to come out, and it still won't come out. And then this valve here, tried to take that out, and apparently the two halves are broken. So this piece here turns without this piece turning. So I gave up on it. Yeah, I know. I gave it too easy, whatever. But I actually got a new valve body coming. Should be here pretty soon, hopefully this week. The same style. It's got the block off for that valve right there. So get that here soon. Right there. So that's I guess pretty much everything in a nutshell. Sorry about that glare. Oh hell yeah. So anyway, get this all gutted out, get it back to, and get it scrapped out, and clean all these parts, make sure they're parts I can reuse. I know I already said that, but and this is my next project right there. That's a 89 4L60. I'm gonna go ahead and show this because I'm really happy about this one. I'm gonna pause this and get this uncovered, well, halfway. Okay, there we go. This is a build that I'm working on right now. In fact, that valve body that's coming is actually for this transmission. Is that a chip? Oh, there we go. I just recently installed this. Instead of that cheap plastic vent tube. It's got a Corvette servo in here already. That whole thing's brand new, all rebuilt. Carefully turn this way. It's got the new seal on that low reverse piston down there. New gasket. Let me try to turn this around here. Okay, there we go. The other side. New case connector. New shifter shaft seal. New shaft. Cleaned up the pressure plug. Got the servo. I mean, not that servo, governor. Duh. All new. I don't know if you can see it in there. New governor gear. If I recall right, that's a 702 governor gear. Stand this up here in a minute. Hold on a second. There. I just doing this one-handed. I don't want to do it one-handed and wind up ruining the paint job. But with this oil pan, the white stuff there. This is the K case, kind of as you already saw. Oh, if I can turn this around without it falling over on me. Stay there. This is a metallic blue. That is the original cover, 4th of Black cover. I just sat there and polished it up really good. I hope it don't look cheesy. I think it looks nice. I'm surprised at how well that vent tube went in there. That was so damn easy. It goes in better than plastic. And literally is flush. I'm going to do that style from now on. And then inside the bell housing is a gloss black engine enamel. The blue is also engine paint. I had this paint specially made through a painting company in Utah. Paint supplier, whatever you want to call it. I'll be putting its rebuild tag on there shortly after it's fully rebuilt. I got a lot of its parts actually sitting in that box right there. I got some inside. So anyway, that'd be it for that. So I'm going to cover this baby back up and get what I came down here to get in the first place, which is that input housing and some tools. So that will do it for this video. Damn beautiful.